Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss about volume of liquid, how we measure the volume of liquid. Generally, volume of liquids measured in liters, symbol is your small l. Clear? And then we have SI unit, we have your multiple and sub-multiple units of your liter. For example, milliliter, centiliter, these are the sub-multiples. Multiples, kiloliter, hectoliter, these are the units of volume of liquid. As we know from the metric system, 1 liter equals to 1000 milliliter and so on. For milliliter we have ml. But here you always remember, need not to forget that in 1 liter, this 1 liter is also equals to 1000 centimeter cube. 1000 centimeter cube. 1 liter is equals to, always remember this one. 1 liter is equals to 1000 centimeter cube. And then the next point is, in 1 meter cube we have 1000 liter. This is the most confusing part of this one. In numerical, all of you forgot the unit. So first, 1 liter equals to 1000 centimeter cube, you must remember. And second, in 1 meter cube equals to 1000 liter. Many times students may confuse about these two relationship. So you must learn by heart. Next topic is capacity. What is capacity? The amount of volume occupied by a container. We are discussing about amount those volume of inner part of the container. Suppose this one is your container, this one is your container. So amount of volume of inner part of the container is known as the capacity of the given container. Remember, container means that inside hollow type of equipment. So capacity is the amount of volume of the inner part of a container, is known as your capacity. Then for measurement of liquid, we have different types of container. First, let me draw some rough diagram. As you are observing on board, there are some figure on right hand side. These are the equipment, laboratory equipment of measuring the volume of liquid. This is a rough diagram, but this can easily clarify you about the topic. See the most right part of the most right figure. This is a cylinder type container marked with some. These are some mark starting from 0 to 100 ml. This is known as your measuring cylinder. Its capacity is about 100 milliliter. Now this one is your measuring flask. This one is your measuring flask. The complete capacity of this measuring flask is 250 milliliter. This is known as your pipette. Capacity of pipette is only 25 milliliter. And this is your burette. This one is your burette. Capacity of burette is variable, means it depends upon the size of the burette. So these are the These are the some containers, some equipment to measure the volume of the given liquid. Move to the next topic. Now we are going to discuss two activity or two topic how we measure some volume of irregular shaped bodies by using measuring cylinder. So measurement of volume of irregular shaped body, we first take a beaker filled with some water, no? Filled with some water, and as we know that on the wall of the beaker we have some marked line, so from here we can mark the upper level of water. Suppose say it's about x milliliter. Okay, I am not explaining from the exactly from the book. I am simply giving you the concept. Now, then we have some irregular shaped bodies, say some stone. How we find the volume of that stone? First, tie that stone with some thread and insert that stone into the container, this cylinder. But always remember that first we note down the up level of your liquid. Then whenever we insert that tied irregular shaped bodies, what we observe that this level increases. Clear? This level increases. Say it's a y milliliter. No? Water, when we insert the stone, water level rises upward and reach up to y milliliter. Now, one is x milliliter, other is y milliliter, or you can say one is x cc, other is y cc. It depends on you. Main thing, first we note down the initial level of water in a cylinder, then we insert the stone by using some thread, and then note down the final level of water. Now, if we subtract this from this, we have the volume of the solid. So y minus x, if unit is milliliter, then milliliter, and you can use any unit. Y minus x milliliter is the volume of irregular shaped bodies. Hope this one is clear to you. Now move to the next part. Our next topic is the same measurement of irregular shaped body, but in this case, in place of cylinder, we are going to use some overflow jar. What is the overflow jar? A jar having or a cylinder having this type of shape. In the mid of the one side wall there is an opening or sprout is there. Clear? This type of jar is known as your overflow jar. Clear? Now, how we find out the volume of irregular shaped body? By using overflow jar. For this, we have to take an empty measuring cylinder. Having marks on a wall, and this we place this on a stand. No, we place this overflow jar on a stand and keep this as cylinder just below the opening of the overflow jar. Now fill this overflow jar just up to the level so that water cannot fall from this side. Clear? As a precautionary measurement, first fill the overflow jar and leave for some time so that excess water come outside. Then place the cylinder under the neck opening of the overflow jar. Now how we are going to find out the volume of irregular solid. So tie the irregular solid with some thread and insert that tied solid in the overflow jar. What happened now? As this one inserted, level of liquid rises upward. Clear? But here is an opening, so all the raised water or increased water come from this side and collect under the inside the cylinder, and from this we can find out the displaced volume of displaced liquid, and this volume is equal to the volume of the solid. Hope this one is clear to you. All of you must read your book to understand the topic clearly. In video I am explaining you, but you have to read the book also very carefully. That's all for today. Thank you.